Present, there will be a warrant issued for his arrest. Sean?
All right, Ray Weigel reporting in Chicago tonight. Thank you for that report. We bring back in Rebecca Rose Woodland and Dan Bongino. This is really sounding more and more if the testimony is true. I do want to give due process, but it's not looking good, Dan Bongino. Is this a hate crime hoax in the making? And consider all the examples I mentioned with Lynn Wood. The media, it sounds similar. They want to believe the worst about Donald Trump and his supporters.
Yeah, I mean, the list of hate crime hoaxes goes on and on. That doesn't mean racism and hate crimes don't exist. It just means the ones that have garnered significant media attention over the last years, large swaths of them happen to be hoaxes. I mean, that's just a fact, Sean. And listen, I agree with your guest and you. Due process, of course. I mean, this is probably the only network that actually covered this case fairly from the start and didn't jump the gun. But remember, Sean, due process doesn't mean we can't think about this critically like reasonable human beings. And that's what I think you, I, and a lot of other people did from the start when there were questions, fair questions to ask. Sean, I was a street cop in the 7-5 precinct in East New York, Brooklyn. I used to walk a post at from 6 o'clock at night to 2 o'clock in the morning. You see a couple of guys on a relatively empty street in an industrial area at 2 o'clock in the morning with bleach and a noose, wearing MAGA hats with no one else around. It may not be reasonable suspicion to pull them over, but it's probably worth giving them an extra look. Nobody thought this was unusual, this story, that some people just were carrying around bleach in the middle of the night to randomly attack an actor. And in this show, it just...
In a four-degree weather in a storm.
A minor amount of critical thinking would have...
You know, I did what I did.
Red flags should have went off everywhere.
You know, Rebecca, I did what I did in the Zimmerman Trayvon case. I actually went there and talked to the people. In the Duke Lacrosse case, I talked to some of the parents and some of the kids. When the rest of the mob rushed to judgment, they're wrong so often. Now, when do they start getting held accountable? Because you look at the Smollett case, you look at these Covington kids and Nicholas Sandmann, there's a lot of similarities here.
A lot of similarities, Sean. I remember I was here for the Duke case with you. I was here for Trayvon Martin with you.
You were on the right side with me. That's right.
And what's unfortunate here is if Jesse did this, why? Why are you playing into such hate, such negativity, when there's such an opportunity now to bring people together?
But but the media has a narrative. And the reason the media jumps and they don't look, like, it would have taken them 6 seconds to find out the truth in the Nicholas Sandmann case.
Oh, I know.
Not even a phone call did these people make. They're going to lose. Lynn Wood is going to destroy every one of these big media outlets. I guarantee it. It's a slam dunk, and they will all pay.
Sure. And in this situation, we should have that again. I mean, there is no reason why everyone has to jump to judgment with the MAGA hat. It is ridiculous.
15 last seconds. Dan.
Sean, listen, you asked who's going to hold the media accountable. It's already happening. The court of public opinion is all that matters, and very few people trust the media anymore like they used to 50 or 60 years ago.
Thank you both. When we come back, huge breaking news on the deep state. Get this. Turns out the FBI's top lawyer